Hey you guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new here. My name is Paula. I am a 24-year-old single mommy to one baby girl. I am currently a registered nurse in a trauma level 2 ICU. And today we are going to be talking about my cash budget. We are going to be, hopefully y'all didn't hear that. We are going to be revamping my whole cash budgeting system and flow for 2026. You guys know that I think in my last video I've taken a little break. I know, long time no see. I am so sorry. I've taken a little bit of a break, but the last time that we did speak, I believe I told you guys that we are planning kind of like not an emergent move, but just like shorter notice than I was anticipating. So my life is changing hopefully absolutely for the better, but lots of things are moving and shaking right now. So as far as that, I wanted my budget to reflect that. We're trying to see if we are going to either end up buying a house where we're going or renting. So either way, that costs money. It's not a cross-country move per se, but it is a several states like move. So I want to make sure that we have enough money to do that comfortably. So you guys know that my ultimate goal was to not pay off as much as much of my debt off, and take that a little bit slower, and then start building up my emergency fund just so I can kind of cash flow the process, instead of putting it on more debt and opening up those debt avenues again that I once had. I don't want to do that again. So with that being said, like I said, my life has changed. Lots of things are going to be changing in the near future. So I wanted my budget, especially for 2026, to reflect that. So with that being said, I did go ahead and grab some Happy Mail that I'm going to be so excited to show you guys and see what we got. I thought a lot of the things that I got was like super cutesy, super aesthetic, super vibey. And then some of it was kind of like on the girlier. So I'm super excited to show you guys my budgeting system for 2026 and how we are going to be evolving in general. A couple things before we get started. I want to say shout out to anybody and everybody that has purchased any of my digitals. I greatly appreciate it. I thank you so much for supporting me, and also thank you so much to you know who. I don't want to like shout your name out, but to the girly that went ahead and started her Cook Unity subscription and got me $50 off of my last order. Tell me how much you are liking the service down below if you are watching. Thank you so much for using my affiliate link. I appreciate you greatly. That savings came out of nowhere and I enjoyed it so much. Like $50 off is so much. And I think if you sign up with my code, Cook Unity is just a food subscription, like ready-made meals that are super healthy, clean, and fit your life goals. I've actually already lost so much weight doing that, so I'm super excited. But I believe you get like a couple months with like a $30, a 30% discount, and then I think the initial one is maybe $50 off. I'm not exactly sure, but definitely look into it if you are a super busy girly, or if you're just kind of not that into meal prepping right now. I am not that into meal prepping. My life is super busy. I have been working lots of overtime to try and prepare for this move now that I am officially off orientation. Yes, lots of updates for you girls. But yes, I'm officially off of orientation. I've been working by myself for about a month, so I have been picking up lots of extra shifts just because I feel like, for one, the overtime opportunities in my unit is like insane, like the way that the money stacks, and I'm preparing for a huge move. And I also feel like they're learning opportunities. I've learned so much, especially picking up extra shifts, because you come in halfway through the shift and you get an admission and you never know what it can be, because I work in a multi-system unit. So yes, I just feel like it has been an amazing learning experience. I did have some kerfuffles starting at the beginning. I was trying to figure out if I was nurse bullied. Turned out I was being bullied. But we have thus far gotten past that, and we are just living life right now. So anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the things that I have purchased and just what our budget life is going to be looking like come 2026. Actually come probably sooner, because I think I want to get started with this sooner rather than later. But these are just the updates that I feel like are going to be important to have for my life, and I want to make sure that my budget accounts for everything and anything that may come up. So anyways, let's start with kind of the things that I already have. So you guys know that I already have my big kahuna here, which is my daily like expense. This is my wallet that I take with me on a daily basis. She is a big bitty right here, and it's kind of getting annoying to carry around something so big. I was like, I really want something a little bit more streamlined, something that I can just grab and go. Like if I just want my wallet in my hand when I go to the store and run to pick something up, I prefer something that can kind of be like wristlet type vibe, and I can just like pull envelopes out of and just kind of get myself ready before I even go in, and something that I can just like hang on my wrist versus something that has to be in my hand, and now I can't just go pick up a couple of things. I have to get a full cart and then just all of that. So anyways, let's look at the couple of envelopes that we have in here just so we can see how things are maybe gonna maneuver and switch with my new plans for 2026. So as of right now, we have a gas envelope in here. We have an envelope for my baby girls, like weekly expenses. We have my wellness, which was my class pass, my Cook Unity, and any other little subscriptions that I had that come out like on a monthly basis, just because I was so focused on paying down debt that there was no other binders for like monthly expenses, whatever. So anyways, yes, I still have my Cook Unity subscription. She has come in clutch more than one occasion. But my class pass, I did go ahead and cancel that because where we're moving to, they don't even have a lot of class pass options. So I was like, and I'm working so much now that it's just like I can't even fit it in, and it's not gonna fit in up there. So I was like, let me just bite that bullet. I also have spa, just so that I can treat myself and find some balance in my life, especially with working so much. We also have restaurants and eating out. And then we have necessities here in the back, just like a little buffer moment for me. So yes, we will be trading this out for something different. I cannot wait to show you guys what I've got. So yes, we will be retiring her for the time being. So I'm gonna put her aside. Let's also go through this binder right here. That is my tried and true, just like long-term savings, long-term expenses. So this envelope, sorry, this binder right here is the one that I use to pay my debt off. These are just like super like important, like longer term expense accounts that I personally have in my life. So we have a big one, which is debt. That's why she is first. We also have continuing education and expenses. At one point, I was very headstrong about going back to school and doing that. Right now, I feel like my mind has changed a little bit. I really just want to develop my skills as a nurse before I try and go back to school, especially because it costs money and it's a lot of time. And that time I can kind of be working, building up my money, stacking my bread, saving for things that I actually want to do, and kind of enjoying life right now. So kind of going back to school is kind of on hold. Also, any other like continued education expenses that my job wants me to have, they kind of already pay for. So like my TNCC training, which is a trauma nurse kind of certification, they paid for that. And then my ACLS, BLS, they paid for that. Also, to update you guys, the move is pretty official. I've already gotten a job where we are moving. I'm so excited. I think it's going to be a really, really good fit. It's definitely going to be a change from what I'm doing now. It is still ICU, but I will let you guys know more on that a little bit later, the closer we get to it. But yeah, I had my interview. It was absolutely amazing. I think it was the best interview I have ever had. The vibes were just creme de la creme, and I was like, I really think that I'm gonna like this. And it feels like they really value their nurses there. Where I work right now, it kind of, the reputation is like, if you can work there, you can work anywhere. So I'm like, let me get my feet wet where I work right now, just build myself up as much as I can as a nurse. I think that's why I'm picking up as much as I am as well, not even just for the money, but because I want to be such an asset wherever I go. and take that to the new hospital that I'm going to. So I'm super excited about that. But anyways, moving on, we also have holiday season, which I am not really too in tune with this year, just because majority of our money is going to my emergency fund, just so we can save up for anything and everything. But hopefully one of these years I will actually be able to put lots of money towards a holiday season, whether it's a trip or actual gifts, and just have a magical like holiday season. That is a big goal of mine moving forward. And that's just kind of finding that balance in life for me as well. So then we next have my emergency fund, which probably can move up, but I haven't really been filming for you guys, like getting my paychecks and putting all of it towards emergency, because like that's literally all I'm doing. I'm paying the bills that I have and then putting it towards emergency fund. But now that we have kind of a new system starting, I will be more current with you guys. So moving on, we also have rainy day fund. This is kind of like my self-excursion kind of fund, but we have not been able to put any real money towards that. And then lastly, we have Anora's little savings account, and then a savings account for myself for retirement. So as of right now, I have not been able to put much of anything towards these. I've really been focusing on debt, and then my emergency fund, that's a little bit further back here. But yes, this binder here will stay intact the way that it is, just because I like what I have in here and how it flows. So we're just gonna move this here to the side, and then we are gonna start with my first package here. We have four packages that we are going to be going through today. So I'm super excited to show you guys just what I have planned, what I'm looking forward to in life. I feel like my newer vibe is not so much pinky, but just like clean girl, aesthetic, vibey, very like clean, cutesy, demure type vibe. So let's go ahead and get into it. This first package is from Zoe Christina. All of this stuff I have purchased on my own. I purchased what fits for my vibe, which I am developing, and what I feel like I want and how I want things to look for myself this coming year. So I purchased all of this myself, and all of the links will be down below, because I really think that you guys are gonna like a lot of these things that I got. So moving on, I have opened this because I did want to see like how big it was, but everything else that you saw I did not open. So that is the first thing. I think that's everything that's in here. So we will throw this to the side. So the first thing that I went ahead and got is basically a new wallet. So this is kind of like a wristlet wallet. I'm super duper excited. I got this off of Etsy. All of these are off of Etsy as well, and I absolutely adore this. So, oh, how stinking cute. So from Sarah and Zoe, this is a small business mom and daughter, it looks like, and it was marketed towards like nursing graduation gifts, which is so funny because I didn't see this when I graduated. But anywho's, so it is a wallet that comes with a wristlet, and it's a pretty good size. So I'm really hoping that my A7 envelopes will fit in here, and it doesn't have the binder where you're like flipping back and forth. It's just kind of like take all your envelopes out, fill them, put them back in, and then take them out as you need them. Not like a literal binder, because I felt like when I went to the store, taking out a whole binder, flipping through things was just kind of like not the most fun. And then I don't like having like that much cash that like people can see around, because you know sometimes I was having a good chunk of cash on me, like nah, I want myself to be hidden, thank you very much. So anyways, it comes with the wristlet here, so I will put this together, not right here right now, but that's just one of the things. So again, I can just pick this up, take it with me inside, have it on my wrist, and I can use my hands for other things, which I really adore. And then also I was like, no, it comes with a charm if you want to get it. So I was like, absolutely, let me get a charm for my name. So I just got the P for Paula, and then it comes with like a little heart, and it's just super cutesy, super pretty and beautiful. Can you guys see this? Might have to zoom the camera in. But yeah, so it's just kind of like a tan beige kind of gingham style. I feel like it's a really good size. It should fit my A7s down in here. And if not, I think I'm just gonna cut them to size, because you know how like A7s usually have like the little piece at the bottom where you hole punch. So I'm like, if I don't need the hole punch, I should be able to cut them down and they should be able to fit. There's also some space for cards because I'm like, honestly, I don't want to carry all of these cards that I carry. It's just kind of unnecessary. Like, unless we're going to go to the doctor or we're going to do something very specific where I'm like, okay, I'm going to need this, this, and this. I don't want to just have all of my personal effects on me at all times. You know what I mean? But there is some good space in here. You have this little pocket right here, and then you have a few card slots, and then some slots for, I don't know what you would fit here, but like a chapstick or something. So yeah, I feel like it's a good size. I feel like for the envelopes that I am going to be putting in here, it will fit perfectly, and I just love the functionality of it. I've had my binder, my like everyday wallet binder for literally like 3 years now, so I think it's okay to upgrade at this point. So I'm just gonna put all of this stuff back for now, just because I don't feel like getting it actually completely prepared. But yes, this is her. We've got like it's just so cutesy and girly, so I'm just like, that's the vibe that I'm loving right now. So I'm just gonna put this back in here. Oh yeah, and there's a back pocket. There's a back pocket here, so I just feel like there's plenty of space for the things that I am going to need it for, and so we will get on with it like that. So I'm just super excited to put this into use. So we're just gonna throw this to the side here, and yeah, Miss Sarah and Zoe. And like I said, anything and everything that I get will be linked down below. So the next thing that we are gonna go ahead and open is going to be, I believe, the envelopes that I'm getting for this right here. So let me find the actual right package for it. I don't think it's that one. I think it's this one. I think it's this one right here. And let me make sure y'all know. Yeah, so this is just from Zoe Christina. That is the Etsy name, I believe. So let's go ahead and open up this next package here. I think, okay, so cool. There's already a spot where I can just open it. Yeah, I was like, let me go ahead and upgrade my system because we're moving into a completely new phase of life. Like the system that I've had before or was using before, like I've been using that for like years now, and I'm like, I think we've earned it. You know what I mean? Like we have a big girl job, big girl career, like let's move on with it. For real, for real. So I think that's everything in here. So any whoosies, let's look at what we have. Oh, these look pretty big. These look really big. I don't care. They're going to get stuffed in there. Moving on. So I see some freebies in here as well, so that's kind of exciting. Alrighty, so let's get on with it. Let's see, will this fit in here? I don't know. It's going to be really close to fitting. I might have to round the corners. That'll be fine. Y'all know me, I'm going to make it fit. This is so cute. There's a literal bow on the packaging. So anyways, this is from Flanner Budgets on Etsy. Yes, Flanner Budgets on Etsy. So I was like, all right, let's go ahead and see what we are going to need for like my day-to-day. And I'm loving the kind of idea that I came up with. So let's just go through like the envelopes, and then we'll go through like the little extras that we have in here. So I'm hoping these fit. If they don't, they might have to get cut down to size. It's just gonna be is what it is, and I'll just reclose them. Because I think you can close them with like, we're not even gonna get into that. But anyways, so I don't think this is in any particular order. And they're really thick stock as well. I don't think they're gonna be as thick, but we're gonna make it do what it do. So moving on, we have Care Plus, which is just gonna be my mini health and wellness fund for like my day-to-days, like if I need little vitamins or weekly resets of any little things that we need health-wise, like creams and stuff like that. So that's my Care Plus fund. If you guys can see that, I will probably have this zoomed in so we can see it a little bit better. So yeah, I think these are honestly bigger than my other ones. No, like, let's compare size a little bit. Yeah, they're like the same size. Oh no, maybe it is cut down a little bit. Yeah, okay. It'll be stuffed in here. Like I don't, you know what I mean? Like it just is what it is. So moving on. So we have the Care Plus, which is just for like our health needs weekly. Then we have adventures, like so outings and spontaneous fun. So I'm super excited for that. I really liked how I was able to kind of put the category type, what I mean by it, and then examples. That's what I really liked, because sometimes I forget like what these categories are for. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And I'll be like, what was this supposed to be for? Because I like picking like names that are kind of different for my categories, not super like, oh, this is absolutely what it's for, but just like adventures. Like, what do you mean by adventures? Like, what are you talking about? Small adventures, not like let's go plan a trip to Disney World, but like small day trips, like let's go to the movies, let's go to like a little jump house or like an adventure landing or something like that. So I am just loving the flow of this. It took some extra planning, but I think they turned out so beautiful, and they will be stuffed in this envelope. I don't know. I don't want to get embarrassed in trying to do this on camera, but we will see. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to fit them in there. Or even if it's like what I stock up for the week based on the week is what actually goes in here, and I take for my day-to-day, and then the rest stays at home. Because that'll be a way that I can make sure I'm not overspending. Like kind of plan your week out, put the money aside, but it doesn't have to be on me every single day. Because I feel like definitely 2 to 3 will fit in here nicely, but I think I have 6 or 7 of these, may be a different story. But I really like the idea of having something smaller, not as big and bulky. So yeah, I think I'm trying to justify how I'm gonna make this work in my head. Anyways, next we have treats. So we have like little comforts that keep the week balanced, because I think that when especially when I'm paying down all of my debt, it's just very hard for me to find balance, because sometimes I want like a little Starbucks drink, or I want a freaking Whataburger meal. It is what it is. I come home from a long 12-hour night work shift, and I need something that's just gonna knock me out. Okay, like I need some good sleep. So that's just kind of this, like my kind of eating out fund. I'm calling them treats at this point. So yes, I'm liking that. So next we have gas, which is a tried and true, absolutely. But like not every day I'm gonna go get gas. You know what I mean? Type thing. I don't know. But so yeah, this is for weekly fill ups, and then just like little car care, like if I need an oil change or like a tire rotation or just anything like that, that is what this will be used for. And again, I love how it has this, because my new job, sometimes there's not parking on campus. So anyways, it has just all the things that I'm thinking my life is going to kind of maneuver into. So moving on, we have market runs, we have quick grocery or local store stops. Where I'm moving, there's going to be lots of little markets. I really want to go to some markets and find just some things that, you know, small businesses are making, and not just like big brand, big shops. I was watching like some micro bakers on YouTube and stuff like that. Not that I would ever want to get into that, but these people work hard, and I'm like, maybe I want a thing of sourdough, or at least some cookies and stuff like that. Some sweet treats that you can't get everywhere type vibe is what I'm thinking. And sometimes they have the best meat. Not even gonna lie. Like I had a spicy sausage roll from the market one time. It was the best sausage I've ever had. That I put in like this little dip that I make. It was the best sausage literally ever, and I could not find it again. And then also, sorry for all the y'all know I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. I'm gonna try and stop. But then you have, you know, your little restocks and just little things here and there that I might want to do. But because I work so much, I feel like I'll be able to plan out my week and put what I need in here at the times that I need them, because I'm very particular about my schedule. So I think it'll work out fine. So then we also have a reserve or overflow for extra expenses. So this is just kind of like my buffer, but I called it reserve. I love the simplistic and aesthetic vibe, where like if somebody was to look at these from outside perspective looking in and didn't know what cash budgeting were, they'd be like, oh, okay, like that's really cute. Like, what do you mean by that? And it's not just like, bam, money goes in here. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That just makes sense to me. So yes, we are back here at Care Plus. I think this is going to be a really good lineup for a weekly, just my weekly expenses. I think it makes a lot of sense. This is a total of 6. And again, I'm linking everything down below, but I just absolutely love this. And please, if you like the idea, do this exactly how I did it. It's stunning. These are stunning in person, if you can see these. And like I said, I'm gonna just figure out how to make it work with this, because it will work with this. Okay, we're gonna make it work with this. So any whoosies, let's see what extra little things we have in here. And I think we have a thank you card. Okay, so it looks like we have a bank tracker, super cute. I think this is like vellum material. I think this is for like a cash pull probably. This huge, beautiful paper clip. I've never had a fancy paper clip before, so we're gonna put that there for vibes. And then we have this adorable little cat sticker. How cute. I think it's like a map or something. I don't even think it's I don't even know what it is, but it's like newspapery color, so that's super cute. And then just like a little thank you card. So this is cute little haul for my weekly and cash envelopes. I don't even know where to put all of this back to. Actually, yeah, we're just gonna put it back in the package for now, just because I think I'm gonna get all my binders and stuff set off camera, just because I thought I had some more clear binders, but apparently I do not. I think I gave them all away when I did that giveaway. So yeah, I need to revamp my binders for the ones that I don't have binders for, because all the new envelopes that I got, I don't have binders for just yet. So yeah, but these are really, really pretty, and I think that's how I'm gonna go about having them on my person, because again, I don't like having all of my cash on me, because y'all know, like, my nails sometimes, especially when I want to get pampered, that's $200 cash, or my hair $100 cash. So now I have $300 cash on me at all times. I don't like that, especially at my job. One girl got her freaking wallet stolen, and she was new, and I just felt so bad. I was like, yeah, you can't really leave stuff around. So I'm like, absolutely not. We have so many random people in our unit. It's a locked unit, but so many family members and stuff come through, like, no. So I was like, yeah, we can't do this anymore. And when I have my binder in my bag, I don't want people to be like, assume like, oh, okay, there's money. You know, just like, we don't need invitations to steal from me, okay? So anyways, moving on to our next Happy Meal purchase. Enjoy your journey. How cute. Let me get my scissors, because there's a lot of tape on here. And we will go through what we got from this Etsy shop. Oh my gosh. Okay. Should be perfect. Okay, perfect. Beautiful. Don't we see this? Okay, I'm loving this. Okay, so anyways, this is from Miss Emily Design on Etsy. So as you see, we got a really cute, adorable little pen. Definitely probably gonna put that in the car. If this fits in here, it's definitely going in here. I think it might. That is perfect. This is so cutesy and girly. We'll open this in a minute. So anyways, the first thing that I got from Miss Emily Design was this super cute, it's gonna be my cash like pouch, my cash pouch, because sometimes, especially when I'm saving a lot towards my emergency fund and I take out a bulk amount, I need something other than my little pouches. Because I don't know if y'all knew, like the very last time that we cashed up, or one of the other times, like it was overflowing the pouch, especially when you get lots of like smaller bills but you still have a good amount of money to cash stuff. I need something that's gonna actually fit and make this work. So yeah, I ordered 2 different things from her because I was like, I want free shipping. So I ordered 2 different things, and I was like, okay, cool, I can get a pouch and some envelopes. They had a clear pouch that I wanted, not clear, sorry, it wasn't clear, it was cream. But I was like, you know what? We are evolving, and these are all neutrals. These are earthy tone neutrals. I was like, you know what? This one will work. Keep only a maximum of 40 to 50 bills in pouch. Keep away from food and drinks. So that there's a little thing on here. And y'all know, it's from the bank to here. So if it gets stuffed, it gets stuffed. It'll be fine. But this is just so cute. Let's just open up this package a little bit so we can see what she is looking like. The packaging is everything. It is so like professional. All right, so this is her. She feels really adorable, very cute. Got the little daisy print on here. Got the little gold hardware. And then she's literally just a cash pouch. PU leather cash pouch, ready to go, ready to put some money in. She's also a wristlet. Loving this. Super, super cute. I'll probably take the wristlet part off just because it's not really going to be used outside. It's going to be used for bank runs. But I just love this. I think it's so stinking cute. And then it just has the Emily Design emblem on it. But it's like, it's brown. Like I said, it's the like mauve-y taupe, like dark mauve kind of earthy tone. And just, I feel like it fits with everything else, which is just really earthy, very natural, and just cute. Okay, so yeah, this is that. I don't even know how she just put this in here. I don't even know how this is folded. That's okay. I'm gonna just take it off, I think. Okay, so yeah, this is kind of how I feel like I'll use this, just flat like this. But then we do have the wristlet if we so choose to use it. So I'm loving that. Just gonna put this in here. And then like also, I don't need y'all know where I bank at. So it's like, I won't accidentally show y'all my bank. Simple as that. So yes, this is absolutely adorable. Just throw that right there. And then we got this little cute pouch of stuff. If I can get it open. I just love like the little Etsy purchases because it be so girly and cutesy, literally. I just love everything about it. Hold on, don't do that. Relax. My therapeutic communication with my plants. Okay, so there's this a little adorable pen that I will definitely probably be able to fit in there. It's definitely going. And let's just see what her card says so that y'all can see exactly what I'm talking about. So yes, Miss Emily Design on Etsy. Super cute. Oh, this is like a little hole punch. I don't even know. We'll read that one. And then what does this say? Ooh, yay, you've collected one Happy Mail sticker. Stick this to the back of your loyalty card. Okay, so these go together. So if I order some more stuff from her, you get something off your 6th order, essentially. So that's super cute. And then we got some more stickers, which we love. So I'm just gonna throw this in here, put that to the side. And then lastly but not least, so she has her care instructions. That is adorable, love that. And then let's kind of go through the envelopes that we have here from this Etsy shop. Okay. Okie dokie. So this is just kind of gonna be for my house binder, house essentials. You know, as a big girl, I'm gonna have to start taking care of my household. So I definitely wanted to make sure that I have envelopes allocated for household needs that we may come across. So the first one we have here is home, and I just got this really cute gingham. It's like same type pattern, but just kind of different, darker color. Goes with the vibes and the naturals, neutrals, and stuff like that. So we also have Pantry Plus. I feel like this is gonna be for any like bigger expenses that I may want, or even just like a huge Costco grocery haul or something like that. So I absolutely love this. I came up with the idea for Plus just because you know how they have like the Walmart Plus or just any little plus, like Disney Plus, like the apps where it's like Pantry Plus whatever else I think I want. You know what I mean? So just cute little wordplay there. So then we have utilities and insurance just for whatever bills I am gonna be put in charge of. It is a family move. You guys know, like, I live with my family. My family is who wants us to come up there. And so we are going to be splitting things as such. So whatever I'm responsible for, my big girl expenses, this is what that's going to be for. So we also have car note. I currently do have a car. I don't plan on doing anything with my car, but I know eventually I want to get a slightly bigger car, especially for our road trips and vacations that we're going to be doing coming up, you know, coming up with that balance for life and stuff like that. So I know at some point I will have a car note. However, before I get my car, I definitely want to be able to put down as much as I can. But I don't necessarily mind a little car note right now, especially because it's like, depending on your interest rate, your savings account can make you more money than putting all of that money on the car. So I know that I want a good chunk paid off as soon as I get it, but at the same time, I anticipate some sort of car note or some sort of car responsibility, if that makes sense. So also, we're gonna have Anora's school and activities here as well. Any just like back to school hauls or any of her activities as far as her sports that she's going to be doing. When we move, my mom was so, because we had like two options of where we could move to, and she was so against one option that she was like, honestly, like, because I was like, in this other place things are more expensive, so I was like, I don't want to have Honora in daycare and be spending $20,000 a year when I'm going to need to put that towards other things. And she was like, honestly, I want to be in this place so much more than this other place. I'll just watch her. And you know, we all live together. So it's like, she's just going to stay at home with her grandma. But my mom was like, we're still going to want to put her in sports and activities. And I was like, absolutely. So I want to make sure that I have everything ready to go for that money wise. We also have memberships. Y'all know that Cook Unity subscription is not going anywhere, girl, anywhere. And then anything else that I end up getting, because there might be some self-care memberships that I get, because I know at some point I want maybe some laser, hair removal. It's actually better for my skin condition that I have as well to get a laser hair removal, so that's justified. But just little things like that. Like I said, my class pass, not using that right now, but if anything else comes up, that will be here. Or even like some sort of TV membership, which I don't have right now, but you never know. That's why I was like, I need to have something ready to go just in case. And that is pretty much it for my house binder. I think this is, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I think this is really good and pretty all-encompassing of how I feel my household expenses and the flow of how money needs to move in and out of the house will go. I think it just makes a lot of sense for me and my family to have these categories ready to go and just anticipate the needs. That's what you do in this, and be like being a nurse, anticipate your patient's needs. I'm going to anticipate my household needs for when we move. So we're just gonna put this back. These are so cute. Again, this is from Emily Design on Etsy, and I told you guys, with me buying both of these items from her, I got free shipping. Because I was like, why buy one thing when I can buy both the things that I want and get free shipping? Because the shipping was like $5. So I'm like, that $5 I can use toward the other product that I want. So I'm just gonna get that. Like, huh? We're just gonna get that. Yes. So anyways, that is that over here. And then I believe we have one more package to open. So this package here is from Miss Daisy Budgets here on YouTube. You already know what's up. So anyways, I just thought that these little envelopes from her were so stinking cute, and I was like, I really want these if I'm gonna revamp my whole cash budget experience. I need these before I can't ever get them again. So hold on, let me try and get in here. I don't want to cut anything just because I don't know how high up it goes. All right, cool. So let's go ahead, let's see what we got in here. Is that just bubble wrap? Okay. OMG. Okay, cool. That's everything out of this package. All right, let's get into it. Yes, I ordered this around spooky season, so she put a spooky pin in here. I am loving that. Again, like I said, this is from Daisy Budgets. It looks like she has my little slip, so I'm just gonna look at this off camera because I'm sure it has all of my information on it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so this is just a receipt from all of this here. And then oh, Oh, I love that receipt. It's so cute. OMG, how freaking cute. She's so sweet. It says, saw you put a plus symbol next to your essentials category. Not sure if that was a typo. It was not. But she was like, so I made you one envelope with it and one without the plus symbol. So I'm going to use the one with the plus symbol. How stinking cute. That is so sweet of her, because she really could have just emailed me instead of making a whole extra envelope, but she made an extra envelope. So now I'm like, at some point I could probably just give that to one of y'all if you really want to be for real. So let's go ahead and open this before my camera dies. I have like 2 bars left. So let's go ahead and get into this. Let's get into this. I'm so excited. This is probably the most excited, the one that I'm the most excited for. And it's not even like my aesthetic and vibey, but it's really cutesy, very cutesy, very girly. So I was like, I gotta get it. Okay, so let's go ahead and open this up. Let's see what we got going in here. When you support a small business, you're supporting a dream. Thank you. If you loved your order, please leave a review. Will do. Let's move this along over here. All right, so we have the thank you, and we have a little paper pad, a little spooky paper pad, and then just this spooky pen. That is so adorable. I'm loving that. Okay, and then we have a placeholder 100 as well. All right, and then let's get into our freaking envelopes. Okay, so let's just take a moment of silence to appreciate how this looks right here. Let's just take a moment. Okay, moment took. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. If you guys know, Honora was born in December. Her actual due date was March. She was born 3 months early. I know I have a lot of new people here. My daughter was born 3 months early, spent 3 months in the NICU. So she is a Christmas baby girly, and she was not supposed to be. She was supposed to be a spring girly. So I had to get Christmas girly envelopes for the binder for her and I. Okay, so let's really get into this right here, right now. So we have Essentials Plus. So this is the one that I'm going to be using because, again, like I said, it's a little play on words. But this Essentials right here might be coming to one of y'all. Let me figure out the logistics of that and we will get into it later. Okay, so moving on here. Like I said, she did not have to make a whole extra envelope. That is insane. Okay. So yeah, so we have Essentials Plus. Again, it's my essentials, what I feel like is my essentials that I want to get, plus anything else that I feel like might, you know what I mean? So it's kind of that vibe, that kind of wordplay. So then we have Spa for when, that's exactly why I was like, let me take Spa out of here because that'd be like $200. And if I want hair and nails done at the same time, it's a little much. I don't want to have all that money on me when I'm walking around out and about in the world. So we have Spa here and Honora and I's binder, or what's going to be our binder. And again, pink, cutesy, girly. If y'all have not seen this on Etsy, go get a load of it, okay? Go get a load of it, for real. So Spa. We also have closet finds. This might be like Honora's back to school haul, me developing my sense of style, especially moving, becoming older, a little bit more mature. So I want to be able to save up a little lump sum and purchase a little haul when I want to, anticipating my own needs. I don't want to be like, oh, I don't have a spot for this, and should I get it or should, let's just put it in here for now. We'll use it as we need to. We also have Miss Simple Joys here as well. This is kind of for, I think these are for like gifts and stuff for Honora and I. If I'm like, okay, I want to get Honora this thing. It doesn't need to come out of like Honora's savings or my savings or anybody's savings. I'll save up for it here in Simple Joys. If I want to get her an American Girl doll, like just things like that is kind of the vibe. We have Family Voyage, so for when we are planning little family trips, or these are actually for the bigger family trips than Adventures that is going in the other one. But yes, this is Family Voyage. I just thought the name was so cute, and that is what we will be basically using this for, is our bigger family trips. save our money in here because it's me and Honora going on it. So I feel like I like it over here for our kind of, this is kind of like our expenses binder, like not super important, save up for it, take some time, not emergent, but it's there and you have a slot for it when you need it, right? That's just kind of how I'm thinking about it. So we have the health fund. I had the Care Plus, which is just like weekly resets and stuff like that, but the health fund is for actually like, I think I want a health fund. You know what I mean? Just have some extra money for like your deductibles and stuff like that, or just like bigger things. And if she may need braces, insurance usually doesn't even cover braces or only covers half and stuff like that. So I want to be ready to have something go for this. Shoot, I might get my teeth done. My cosmetic little surgery, like some brightening and some you know, because one of the girls I work with, her teeth look absolutely amazing. I was like, do you have veneers? She was like, no, she just went and got cosmetic dentistry done, and they like revived her teeth. They look amazing. So I was like, girl, I might want to do that one of these days. You never know. You never know. But yeah, so that is pretty much it for this binder here. This is just going to be Honora and I's like expenditure binder. And these are just so cute. Y'all cannot tell me these aren't stunning. Stunning again. Stunning. And I was like, it's not super like neutral, but I was like, there's no problem with having one of your binders that just pops all the way out. Just pops all the way out. And especially for Honora and I, our little cutesy girly binder together, pops out, pops out. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Yes. So that is this right here. I'm absolutely adoring everything that I got. I will check and see if these other little envelopes fit off camera. Hopefully they do, or at least like 3 of them. I just need like 3 of them to fit, okay? But yes, that is all for our little haul. Actually, let me put this away because I don't want anything to happen to them. But yes, so again, I am just, these are absolutely amazing. I cannot wait to get my binders situated and ready to go for 2026. I am just looking forward to having everything look amazing, so cutesy and girly, but then also be super practical for what I feel my needs are going to be in this new year. I am super duper excited about that. Anyways, you guys, that is pretty much it for our video today. Thank you so much for watching. Leave me a comment down below, like what new things are you adding to your budget? What new expenses or savings are you trying to come up with in this new year? What are we getting prepared for? What are we looking forward to? Leave that information down below. Again, everything and anything that I use in these videos are also going to be linked down below, so go get ready for the new year and let's twinsy it up. Let's twinsy it up. Let's match it up. This has some different colors. All these creators and artists have lots of different products on their sites, so yes, let's really get into it. But thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next one. Alrighty, bye bye.